Walk into the buffet on embarkation day, and what do you see? To the untrained eye, it's paradise. Endless shrimp, a carving station that never runs out of beef, and a dessert bar that defies the laws of physics. It feels like a vacation from rules. But look closer. Look at the guy in the corner piling sushi on top of mashed potatoes. Look at the woman ducking under the glass guard to sniff the bread. And look at the crew members watching them with a frozen smile. To the seasoned cruiser, the veteran who knows their port from their starboard, the buffet isn't just a restaurant. It's a high-stakes ecosystem with its own unwritten constitution. And if you don't know the rules, you stick out like a sore thumb. The truth is, while you think you're just grabbing lunch, the veterans are watching. And yes, sometimes they are laughing. Not because they're mean, but because the mistakes you're making scream first-timer. Today, we're breaking down 18 specific mistakes that ruin the flow, risk your health, and annoy the staff. We're going to move you from rookie to pro. Let's get to the tray line. Mistake number 1, dodging the hand wash. The first dead giveaway of a rookie happens before you even see the food. It's how you handle the washy-washy tradition. If you sail with lines like Royal Caribbean or Carnival, you'll encounter a crew member at the entrance singing washy-washy and pointing you toward the sinks. They'll greet you with a smile, a little dance, and a friendly reminder to wash your hands before heading into the buffet. It's one of the most fun and important traditions on a cruise. New cruisers often try to juke past them, maybe doing a quick pump of hand sanitizer or pretending to text to avoid eye contact. Here's what you need to know. Alcohol gel does not kill norovirus. It just doesn't. The only thing that removes those specific viral particles is soap, warm water, and friction. When a veteran sees you dodge the sink, they don't think you're clever. They look at you as patient zero. Stop dodging the washy-washy crew. Sing along, smile back, and wash your hands. It's the first step to being a pro. Mistake number 2, the finger taster. I can't believe we have to say this, but crew members confirm it happens constantly. You see a grape. You pick up the grape with your fingers. You eat the grape. Or worse, you grab a bread roll with your bare hand because you think, well, my hands are clean. Here's the reality. The tongs aren't just there to move food. They're there to maintain a sterile chain. And speaking of tongs, the seasoned cruiser knows that the handle of the tongs is actually one of the dirtiest surfaces on the ship because hundreds of people touch it. Pro tip: veterans often use a napkin to hold the tong handle, or they religiously sanitize their hands after they plate their food and sit down, before they take that first bite. If you're eating a croissant while standing in line, you've already failed the test. Mistake number 3, the dirty plate recycle. You finish your first round. You want seconds. You think you're helping the environment by taking your dirty plate back up to the line. Stop. This is a massive health code violation. The vessel sanitation program strictly prohibits this. Why? Because your fork has touched your mouth and then touched that plate. If the serving spoon on the buffet line accidentally hits your used plate, bacteria travels back into the buffet tray for everyone else to enjoy. The ship has industrial dishwashers that clean thousands of plates an hour. Don't be a hero. Get a fresh plate every single time. Mistake number 4, the sneeze guard sniffer. There is a glass barrier over the food for a reason. We've seen horror stories on Cruise Critic of passengers ducking under the glass to smell the fish or reach a piece of melon at the very back. If you can smell the food intimately, you are breathing on the food intimately. If you can't reach something, ask a staff member to hand it to you. Do not breach the air gap. It's not just rude, it's a biological foul. Now that we're sanitary, let's talk about movement. Mistake number 5, the salmon. This is the person walking upstream against the flow of traffic. On modern ships, buffets are often designed as clusters or islands, but there is still a general flow. If you missed the bacon, Do not cut horizontally across 3 lines of people carrying hot coffee to get back to it. You have to loop around. Walking the wrong way is the maritime equivalent of driving down the center lane of a highway. Mistake number 6. The station camper. This is the person who gets to the front of the carving station and then decides to start thinking about what they want. They stand there, hovering over the turkey, debating life choices, while 10 people pile up behind them. The veteran move. Do a recon lap. Before you even pick up a plate, walk the entire length of the buffet. See what's there. Make your decisions. Then execute the mission. Get in, plate the food, get out. Don't be the roadblock. Mistake number 7. The hallway blocker. This is the family reunion in the thoroughfare. You stop in the entranceway or right in front of the drink station to wait for Aunt Linda. Crew members call these folks speed bumps. If you need to wait, move to the eddy, the quiet corners away from the food stations. If you are standing still in a walkway, you are wrong. Mistake number 8. The tower of food, also known as vertical plating. This is the rookie mistake of trying to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner on a single plate because you're afraid the food will run out. You have sushi touching a waffle. You have maple syrup running into your Caesar salad. It's a structural disaster. The food isn't going anywhere. Seasoned cruisers treat the buffet like a tasting menu. They do a salad course. Then they go back for a hot entree. Then they go back for dessert. Your food stays hot, the flavors stay separate, and you don't look like you're preparing for hibernation. Mistake number 9. The premature committal. Here's a secret. Cruise lines often design buffets with cheap fillers at the very front. Bread rolls, huge scoops of rice, basic pasta. The first-timer fills their plate with the first thing they see. By the time they reach the back, where the carving station, the shrimp, and the made-to-order specialties are, they have no room left. Ignore the first 20% of the buffet. The gold is usually in the rear echelons. Mistake number 10. Hot-cold contamination. This is a rookie sensory error. Putting a scoop of ice cream on the same plate as your hot lasagna. The ice cream melts into a milky soup. The lasagna gets cold. Use the side bowls, use the ramekins. Respect the temperature of the food. Mistake number 11. The sampler. Waste crew members hate this one. The "I'll just take 3 bites of this burger and leave the rest" mentality. Yes, the food is included, but the waste is astronomical. First-timers tend to take huge portions of things they might like. Veterans practice progressive plating. Take a small bit. If it's good, go back for more. Leaving a table full of half-eaten food is the mark of an amateur. There are certain machines in the buffet that act as IQ tests. Mistake number 12. The soft serve disaster. The soft serve machine is the altar of the cruise buffet. First-timers do 3 things wrong. 1. They let their toddlers operate it alone. Result? Ice cream on the floor, station closed. 2. They refill a used cone or lick the ice cream and go back for a top-up. Gross. 3. They try to build a skyscraper on a tiny cone. The veteran move. Skip the cone. Grab a soup bowl or a coffee mug. Fill the bowl with soft serve. It's cleaner, it holds more, and you don't have to lick your hand when it melts. Mistake number 13. The omelet station bottleneck. You get to the front of the made-to-order egg line and the chef asks what you want. You say, know your order before you get there. Ham, cheese, onions. Done. Massive pro tip from the veteran community. The oil they use to cook the eggs is often generic spray. If you want a better omelet, grab a pat of real butter from the toast station before you get in line. Hand it to the chef and ask them to cook your eggs in that. It tastes better and you look like a total pro. Mistake number 14. The water bottle breach. We see this on every sailing. Someone takes their sweaty personal hydro flask that they've been drinking out of all day and shoves the lip right up against the water dispenser nozzle. Congratulations! You just shared your mouth bacteria with the entire ship. The protocol is strict. Take a clean ship glass. Fill the glass. Pour the glass into your bottle. Repeat. Never let your personal bottle touch the machine. Mistake number 15. The toast meltdown. It's a simple rule. Bread goes in dry, toast comes out. Butter goes on after. First-timers butter the bread, then put it in the conveyor. The butter melts, drips onto the heating element, the machine smokes, the fire alarm goes off, and everyone hates you. Now, let's talk about how you exist in the shared space. Mistake number 16. Table hogging. It's 9 a.m. The buffet is packed. You see a family of 2 sitting at a table for 6, reading books, done eating, just camping. In a busy maritime environment, tables are a leased resource, not private property. When you are done, vacate. Pro tip: if you are a solo traveler or a couple, don't be afraid to share a large table if invited. It solves the efficiency problem, and you might meet some cool people. Mistake number 17. The beach bum look. The buffet is casual, but it's not the pool deck. Walking in barefoot, shirtless, or in a dripping wet bikini is a first-timer scream. It's unsanitary to sit your wet swimwear on a fabric dining chair that someone else has to sit on later. Throw on a cover-up. Put on flip-flops. No shirt, no shoes, no service applies at sea, too. Mistake number 18. The sandwich smuggler. You think you're being smart. You make 3 ham sandwiches at breakfast, wrap them in napkins, and shove them in your backpack to eat in port later to save money. First, that's gross. Mayonnaise in a hot backpack is a food poisoning waiting to happen. Second, this can cost you big money. Ports like Cozumel, and especially countries like Australia and New Zealand, have strict agricultural laws and beagle brigades, dogs that sniff out food. If you are caught taking fresh fruit, meat, or dairy off the ship, you can face fines of $400 or more. Eat a big breakfast. Buy a taco in port. Don't be the sandwich smuggler. Final thoughts. So, are seasoned cruisers really laughing at you? Maybe a little, but mostly they just want the ship to run smoothly. They don't want norovirus. They don't want to wait 20 minutes for an omelet. And they don't want to sit on a wet chair. Transitioning from a first-timer to a seasoned cruiser is just about shifting your perspective. It's realizing that you are part of a floating city that relies on cooperation to function. Wash your hands with the washy-washy crew, use the tongs properly, and respect the flow. If you found this helpful, hit that like button so other first-timers can save themselves the embarrassment. Let me know in the comments, what's the wildest thing you've ever seen someone do in a cruise buffet? Safe travels, and we'll see you on the Lido deck.